Peace, power, and prosperity, family. This is Amir representing Cryptonomic Consultations coming to you once again. Great rising to the family. Today we're going to be doing a short story on Poloniex. It seems that they have frozen legacy accounts of those that have not verified themselves fully with a government issued ID. Before we get into the story, which has been trending for about the last 24 hours. I want to go back and I want to look at a previous release from Poloniex. Now, this was released on their website December 27th, 2017, and it pertains to what is going on now with the accounts and why users are mad and saying that Poloniex broke their promise. So it goes on to state that notice to all our legacy account holders. We have recently uploaded a major upgrade to our customers' identification and verification systems. As a result, we will soon require legacy accounts to become verified through the latest version of our verification portal. The exact date for this deadline will be announced in the first quarter of 2018. I'm going to say that again. The exact date for this deadline will be announced in the first quarter of 2018. Also, while we will be given advance notice, while you will be given advance notice before this requirement goes into effect, we encourage you to verify your legacy account now to avoid any potential interruptions in your ability to trade on the platform. Check your profile to determine if your account is legacy or verified. Verification status: legacy. Withdrawal limit $2,000 USD equivalent per day. Verify your profile to increase your limit to $25,000. Next, you have the verification status of a verified account. Withdrawal limit is $25,000 USD per day. As with any change, we understand you may have concerns about how this requirement impacts you and the consequences of not meeting this verification deadline. Here are further details on what to expect. On the date of the deadline, legacy accounts will be placed in a state where trading and lending will be disabled, open orders will be closed, loans will have auto renew switched off, margin positions will be given an 8-week wind down period where they can only be diminished or closed. After the 8-week wind down period, they will be closed. Deposit addresses will be revoked. Any deposit sent to a revoked address will not be recoverable until the account is fully verified. Withdrawals will remain enabled at the daily withdrawal limits prior to the deadline. And if at any point you verify your legacy account, full functionality will be restored and your daily withdrawal limit will be increased to $25,000 USD equivalent. As a registered money service business, Poloniex is committed to compliance with all applicable law requiring identification and verification of its customers. If you have any questions about these or any other Poloniex terms, we encourage a careful and thorough review of our terms of service and privacy policy. And that was from the Poloniex team. So, those were the terms and conditions. Those were the changes that were going to be made. This was December 27th, 2018, end of last year. They said that the exact date for this deadline will be announced in the first quarter of 2018. Always remember that. Now we get to the present day story, which it is now, May 28th, if I'm not mistaken. And today's story is entitled, Poloniex Breaks Promises, Forces KYC on Legacy Account Holders. Basically, know your client. And it goes on to say, Goldman Sachs tied cryptocurrency exchange Poloniex is now giving legacy account holders 14 days to comply with new Know Your Client restrictions, while failing to honor promises made in December of 2017, which is one of the reasons that I read the original post given by them so that you would have a reference point to go off of as far as what they were breaking. Even though this article pretty much breaks it down. So who are you? Poloniex, a U.S.-based cryptocurrency exchange platform owned by Goldman Sachs-backed finance company Circle, has reportedly begun circulating emails to legacy account holders, notifying them of newly imposed Know Your Customer restrictions. The news comes via a Twitter post shared by popular user Whale Panda, in which Poloniex team writes, "We are requiring that all legacy Poloniex accounts become verified through the latest version of our verification portal. During the process, you'll be asked to provide a verification photo of yourself, as well as a photo of a valid government-issued ID card or passport. Unsurprisingly, the verification process is not optional, and affected users have 14 days to comply, explains the Poloniex team. We appreciate your cooperation in this process. You will not have the ability to use your Poloniex account until your profile verification is complete. So please take action on this as soon as possible. Once we receive and verify your information, full account functionality will be restored. Poloniex account alert and I believe this is a email that was sent to somebody that they shared, and it's just stating everything that it was said previously. And this is what was shared by Whale Panda. Looks like Poloniex is finally forcing existing accounts to go through the verification process, and he released this at 2:25 a.m. on May 27, 2018. Legacy accounts were previously able to operate with only basic verification data, which excluded the need for verified government-issued identification documents. Broken promises. Polonix's change in policy doesn't come as a surprise, given its location in the United States and newfound ownership by regulatory compliant company Circle. However, some users are taking issue with the exchange over failing to honor an announcement made in December 2017. As noted by Reddit user Domchi in the Bitcoin Market subreddit, on December 27, 2017, Poloniex issued a notice to legacy account holders that specifically said, the exact date for this deadline will be announced in the first quarter of 2018. It wasn't. You will be given advance notice before this requirement goes into effect. We weren't, apart from the original press release. And number 3, withdrawals will remain enabled at the daily withdrawal limits prior to the deadline, and they were not. According to other users, Reddit account Mike Poloniex reportedly even stated previously that no one will be forced to verify or abandon funds. Thus far, Poloniex has only made an official announcement via a press release which states, like all registered money services businesses, Poloniex is committed to compliance with all applicable law requiring identification and verification of its customers. And it goes on to ask you, what do you think about Poloniex handling of the new KYC restrictions for legacy account holders? Let us know in the comments below. So family, that was a very quick update. Very quick update on the Poloniex exchange market as far as them locking out customers or legacy account customers, which are those that got in and were not or did not want to go through with the second verification process as far as uploading a picture or a government ID, but then you were limited to the amount of withdrawals that you could do, which was no problem for some people. You know, just the anonymity of being able to orchestrate on the platform was their main focus, and now it seems that has come to an end. So sadly, if anyone does have a Poloniex exchange market and was not privy to this, has not logged on in a while, I suggest you do so and take the proper steps in order to being able to attain your funds. I'll be keeping you updated on this video, or excuse me, on this story as it grows, or as we go further on. Until the next video, this is Amir representing Cryptonomic Consultations. Peace, power, and prosperity, family. We are out of here.